Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gamers Overtime, the podcast with me, Toxic Sarah, Senpai, Big Kev, and JT. We're going to be talking about some random shit today. Hope you enjoy. Senpai, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Senpai or Nate. I'm active duty military. I stream video games for a part-time job kind of thing because it's fun and I like meeting new people doing it. So
Check him out on Twitch at Senpai1429.
1439.
39. There you go. Big Kev, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Big Kev, aka Keenan, aka Goofy_Ghost. I make different names for everything, which is a little bit of a fuck up when you're trying to be a content creator, but that's fine. I stream in my spare time, which is usually just Saturday, Sunday, because I have a awful job with long fucking hours. I also make a fuck ton of TikToks, because it's the easiest and fastest kind of content creation. And that's me, I suppose. My dog won't shut the fuck up, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can hear your dog.
You guys can definitely hear it.
We couldn't hear your dog, and then
You're
your dog
ruining
went nuts.
everything! Sorry.
Love it.
Yeah.
So
Alrighty.
good, I love it.
Yes, check out Goofy Ghost as well. Big Kev. I'll have all the links in the places, you know. JT, introduce
In the
yourself.
places.
In the JT.
Yo,
Yeah.
what's up, everybody? My name is JT. You can call me, well, my actual name is Jonathan. You can call me Jonathan, JT, either works. You can also call me Strom. That is my last name, and JT are my initials. So, you know, it's all legitimately my name. So, you know, whatever you want. 32 years old, live in Canada, passionate about community building, and hence why I got into Twitch and love marketing and branding. As a day job, I do brand development, business strategy, those sorts of things. I'm an entrepreneur and have a wide variety of little projects on the go. And yeah, so, you know, that's me. I play a lot of pickleball. That's another random fact, and really like tacos. Those are the two things you should know about me. Is that a good intro?
Very good intro. Thank you
Very
very
That's
much.
pretty good. Yeah, that'll
That's
do.
because I'm a professional podcaster.
Yeah, that tracks.
You have the podcast microphone. I'm sitting over here with the
I
Blue
do.
Yeti.
All you guys have garbage mics. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Savage.
Coming from my
Every
throat.
podcast needs a big jerk on the podcast. I'll need that one for episode 1.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Yes, check out JT Strom on Twitch as well, and check out his Instagram, TikToks, all the normal stuff. Also linked in the bio, as well as Nate's stuff over here. Gotta get used to pointing, I guess. Anyway,
Yeah, I was gonna point to the puppy, but I don't know which way to
Sometimes the
point.
Discord.
Update. My dog was screaming because she was hungry.
fair. Anyway, if
It's
you're
for the
wondering,
viral
Yeah.
headlines.
That's right.
Keto request your location right now.
Big Kev cancels group of 4
People
morons
come
who
to
invited
me
him
all
into
the
their
time
podcast.
saying,
I'm gonna pull executive function here and cut this right now.
Okay, yeah, fair. Sorry.
None of us condone the actions or
No.
words of Big Kev ever.
No.
That is a permanent disclaimer on this podcast.
I want it to be known
It's going to be
that
the intro.
you guys
We're not
started
going to
it.
shout overtime. We're literally just going to let people know we don't know who Big Kev is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, really quick, for anybody wondering about the weird bowl overlay thing right next to JT on the stream, that is the sponsor for my current stream, Magic Spoon. If you are keto friendly, if you are doing a keto diet, you are gluten free, soy free, stuff like that, check out Magic Spoon. They have wonderful cereal. The cocoa tastes exactly like a normal cereal, except it has 0 sugar. It's fucking amazing. Alrighty, shall we get into the first question for the podcast?
Sure.
Let's go.
First
Ooh,
question
ready.
comes from the Kit Kat Queen. What is the hardest part of being a content creator?
Being
Who wants to
friends
go
with
first?
Toxic Sarah.
Tough one. That's a hard part.
I was really uncomfortable when I saw this question because I'm like, he's in the freaking podcast.
That's tough.
It's my
hard.
Worst
podcast.
part about being a streamer.
Being friends with him.
Tough.
But for
I-
real, yeah.
I'll go first. I think the hardest part is building your community and building like everything that you need, I guess.
Yeah.
Like people think that you need all of this expensive equipment, but you really don't.
You don't know.
So you can go build a Walmart setup and do completely fine.
Yeah, for sure. I have
And-
a shitty Logitech camera, and it works. It works well enough for me.
Yeah.
That's why it's so hard to be your friend.
Shut up, JT.
Oh shit.
Aren't you glad I'm here? I'm having a great time.
But I think like building the community, and if you're like just starting out, because you have to have a full-time job on the side to be able to provide for it. So finding the time to stream and do your normal job is just almost impossible.
Totally
So-
agree.
For sure, for sure. Personally, for me, I think it is the finding time for everything. Because, like you said, I have to have a mostly full-time job. I work 32 hours a week, and I stream the other 3 days a week. So I really don't have time for much. So I have to find the time and make the time to have a social life and hang out with people IRL. So I actually have that interaction, you know.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, that is the hardest part: is finding time for everything.
For me, it's got to be staying consistent. I am so shit at it, and I get burnt out so fucking easily. Cause I work 44-hour weeks, and I'm a heavy equipment mechanic, and it's like really labor intensive. So like by the time on the bright side, I work 4/11s, so I do have 3-day weekends. But that Friday, I'm just recovering, and then so on the off chance I'm not like burnt out from streaming like prior, like I just came off a 20-day break from streaming. I haven't streamed like until last night, like 20 days.
God.
Oh
And,
yeah, yeah. I was looking at TikTok while I was at work last night, and you kept showing up on my For You page for the live
Yeah,
recommendation.
There we go. Yeah. I streamed for 12.5 hours yesterday.
Oh shit!
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I
I
knew
was
you
on-
were going a while. I didn't realize it was that long.
I was on the grind. Yeah, I was. That is a benefit. I would recommend every person who's regardless of where they're at, if they don't have like a TikTok presence, start one, because discoverability on TikTok is fucking 700 times better than fucking Twitch.
Oh yeah.
Like it's so bad on Twitch, it's all near impossible. But luckily, I've gotten lucky on TikTok a few times. I managed to build a reasonably decent following to the point where I can live stream on TikTok as well as Twitch at the same time, and I can get that kind of cross promotion there. And I've noticed like a really big boost in discoverability and also like just even following from there.
That's really cool.
But yeah, it's very, very cool, very convenient also, because holy shit, without TikTok, dude, ooh, it's so good. And like the odds that someone's gonna scroll through your TikTok is just way better than them like happening to click on the game you're streaming on Twitch and then scrolling and finding you, right? So
Right, for sure.
But yeah, definitely for me, I got a little off topic there, but yeah, staying consistent for sure is really tough when you have like full-time job and then other responsibilities, of course, outside of content creation and shit.
For sure.
Okay, can I speak? Do I need to answer this question from like me personally, or the things that I feel like I see in a lot of streamers or people who are just getting started? Where do we want this to go?
I would say base it off of your personal experience first, and then you can go branch off from there.
Okay. So, because I have a couple thoughts, so I just thought I would find out what I'm allowed to say.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Talk about
but
whatever,
first-
man.
First thing I would say is, for me personally, I would say it's the time, as far as I'm trying to figure out the right way to say it, but the consistency is obviously very important if you're going to grow a community, right? So it's like
Yeah.
you can't, in the same way that if you're like wanting to build a friendship in real life with somebody and you are like, hey, let's hang out. You make plans, you hang out once, and then 9.5 months later, you invite them to hang out again. It's a very slow moving friendship, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
very difficult, So, in the same way, on Twitch, you're essentially building a community, and whether you want to be really like close knit friends with each person in your community, or even if you just want, like, if you're a streamer that is looking more for an audience, not as deep of more of a surface level friendship, it still requires that consistency. If someone finds you and they're like, oh, cool, you like, I like this guy. When does he stream? Oh, I could hop in on Thursdays. Oh, I could hop in. But if you have no schedule, no, it's really tough, right? But
Yeah.
I work a day job as well, and run a business as well. So I have like a lot. Like I'm working 10 to 12 hours a day, Monday to Friday. My weekends are often very full. So I've got very like limited windows. So like when I'm streaming in the evenings during the week, typically like there's like less than a half hour, 45-minute window from when I'm like done working and when I start streaming, where I have to like sometimes, whether it's shower or eat or whatever. So it's like very difficult. However, it
Shower?
like forces you to be
Fake
productive.
gamer.
Be a gamer.
Gamers don't shower, bro.
So I feel like that's it. But like for me personally, I feel like that's it. However, I have an opinion on what I think is actually probably one of the most difficult things for new streamers to grasp, and by new or smaller, or just like in general. So I'll share that thought too. But personally for me, because of my experience in business, I don't feel it's there. But one of the things that I find interesting is like the connection between my business and entrepreneur experience and Twitch streaming. So I'll draw a parallel here just because it's on topic. But I think for most people, they don't realize how much work it actually takes to be successful on Twitch.
Yeah. It takes a lot of work.
And so personally, I do not stream more hours a week than I am able to be involved in other people's streams. So that's a rule I made. If I'm going to build a Twitch community and I'm streaming, if I stream for 3 hours twice a week, that's 6 hours. I am spending 6 hours of my life outside of streaming in other streams, and not self-promoting bullshit, right? Like, no, like actually, we're allowed to swear on this podcast?
Yes, we're fine.
Okay. Not actually, you know what I mean though? But
like making that proper connection, like actually
100%, like-
making making friends with
100%.
other streamers
Like,
and
I
having
didn't
that
stream-
connection.
Exactly. I didn't stream for me this week. I spent 2 nights this week at Tommy's house streaming with Tommy for his 2-year, stream anniversary.
For sure.
That was my priority because I also need to put in time, and we're actually friends. So like you said, Sarah, like if you're like, you also need your own social life and your own, right? Like, so you can't prioritize streaming over the things that you need.
Right.
And so when I'm working 50-hour weeks and then I'm in a relationship, so I've got, I'm traveling back and forth. We don't live in the same city. So there's transporting back and forth and all that. Like, there's not a lot of extra time. And so I'm very picky on the things I commit to do. But I feel like a lot of people think, oh, cool, I'll like show up and start streaming and people will come and I'll make money and whatever. And it's just like, it's a bit of a naive, like, it'd be the same as like, I'm going to start a hot dog stand. So I like go to the store and buy hot dogs and then just like hope people want to buy them from me. I'm just going to sit in my house and start cooking them and then be like, why did nobody come to my house to eat them?
Right.
Yeah, right? Like
You have to go out and
you have to
offer up your
market
stuff.
yourself. You have to
Marketing,
connect with
yes.
people. You have to have a community. So if you have
sure.
a community and you're like, I'm having a hot dog night, you probably have people show up.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you don't put in that extra work, nobody's coming to your house for hot dogs. They don't even know it's happening.
Very
Twitch
true.
is not some magical, and
No.
nor is anything, right? Like in any business, in any like success in any realm, right? Like
For sure.
it doesn't matter if it's a freaking sport. Like you're not gonna get great overnight by accident.
Right. It
Yeah.
takes a lot of effort.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There are those people that do get lucky, but it takes a lot of effort normally.
Yeah.
True.
A typical person is not going to have that random boost out
But
of nowhere.
I
They're
actually, so
gonna have to work for it.
I don't even, and like, I'm actually going to push back on that just for the sake of conversation, Sarah. I actually don't think there are people who get lucky. So, like, I do think there are people that have, like, their right place, right time, and they're like, so you could call it luck, where they get a boost,
For
but
sure.
you cannot sustain that. You cannot, right, 100%, right? Kringus here? Bro, you need to change your freaking name on your
Sorry.
Discord.
I'll
It's different everywhere.
Podcast and people don't know who you are.
How do I change my nickname in the server?
I have no
I'll
clue.
change it. I'll change it.
Okay.
I have no clue. But like, so like, sure. But like, in reality is like, people who win the lottery, it's because they bought a lottery ticket. They
Yeah, I
did
know.
the
I'm
step
fucking
required.
No.
They did the step required to win. Their odds are low, but you can't. I can't win the lottery if I don't buy a ticket. You
Yeah.
can't win, right? So like, the lottery game is luck, but it still requires a few steps. You had to go to a store, you had to buy the ticket. You
Right.
did that, so maybe you win,
It's
right? So
like-
in Twitch, if you want to be successful, you have to show up, you have to build community, you have to connect with people, you have to be interesting, you have to put in time streaming, you have to put in time marketing, you need to be on other platforms like we talked about. Like it's not a freaking.
It's not easy.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, and even people that like, cool. I could have like, I could have like some big streamer, raid in with 1,500 people. If I'm boring, if I'm not interesting, if I don't greet them, if I'm sitting there playing my game and don't notice I get raided, if I do nothing to connect with these people that are now on my stream, like, yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh sweet, now they're all here. Now I can retire on streaming.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
amount of
Well,
people that get
actually-
raided nonstop but still have small communities.
Well, to
Yeah.
that point, Strom, actually, last year, Shroud, a big streamer in the FPS community, a retired CS pro, he had rated somebody playing Counter-Strike, I think, with like some 2-viewer guy, but he had rated with like 20,000 viewers, and he actually went back to check on that guy months later, and nothing changed.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's there is the evidence there. You do have to,
For sure.
be interesting,
Yeah.
connect with people,
Definitely.
or at least be like entertaining, like to some degree.
Absolutely.
Like, if you're not gonna connect with them, you at least have to be fucking entertaining to
And-
some degree. Like,
And it's important to note because I'm a big personality, so I'm like really intense with my opinions. So when we're talking about entertaining, you don't have to all be like me or all be like your
Yeah.
like what I think is funny. If you guys watched by the way, those videos, I dominated Tommy and Tuna in the freaking Laugh You Lose challenge.
I'll show
But
them.
but I
Respect.
like I laugh nonstop. I love laughing, but like what I find entertaining is going to be different. And so there's videos where Tuna's laughing, ones where Tommy's laughing, ones where I'm almost laughing, but like we have different humor. So if you're sitting here and you're listening to this, like you don't have to be like, well, I'm not entertaining. That's garbage. I think everybody can be entertaining, but it's how are you entertaining? What
Right.
value do you provide? And who are the people that will find you entertaining?
You gotta
Right,
you
so-
gotta find that thing. You gotta find your niche. Stuff that
Mentally
makes
ill people, that's mine. Hold up. You medicated? I'm your man.
But yeah,
I love that. Okay,
It takes work. Yeah.
100%. And it's so easy and that's why I said to pull this full circle. That's why I think the hardest part for most people getting started is they don't realize it's a lot of work. Even the people it's like
For
I
sure.
have a buddy, he streams 2 nights a week and he averages right now probably like 100 to 150 people at any given time watching.
Wow.
He's a music streamer. He's
Wow.
very talented.
That's really cool.
He's been doing it for year and a half, 2 years, very successful in a small window of time. But like he puts in the work. He like flies all over North America to network with other like DJs that also stream and hang out at their events and in their streams. Like he puts in the work. It's not like overnight. Oh, cool. Like all it took him was a few hours. Are you kidding? He spends like hundreds of hours a year just on his studio and learning his equipment and honing
Right.
in on his craft. It's never that simple.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for the rant, JT.
For real, yeah.
All day, buddy, all day.
Yeah,
And that was JT's TED Talk.
that's true.
There-
Yeah.
How to be a successful streamer with JT Strom.
Yes.
All right.
Damn, yeah, that was quite a.
Quite.
Are you done? Do you want to roll your whiteboard in, or?
Do we
Do
have
you
a
use
PowerPoint
props?
presentation?
You did not tell me I was allowed to use props. It's a podcast. I didn't think you could use visuals.
Hey,
Well,
if you're
so-
on video, visuals are allowed. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that this is going on YouTube just as it is. With the video and all. So
It's not scary at all.
Right.
don't
Episode 1, first 7 minutes. Watch Jonathan eat chicken fingers.
Yeah, and ran.
for sure.
I'm gonna need more alcohol after that.
Let me let this dog in before it freezes to death. 1 second.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
go get
goes
your
the
dog.
PETA.
There goes PETA. All right.
While he's getting his dog, I'm gonna get another drink, if that's
Are
okay.
we taking a pee break? Because I have skipped the dishes that delivered to my door like 5 minutes ago. I haven't left because we're in the middle of a great
Go get it!
conversation.
Go
get
get
it.
it.
It's gonna be freaking frozen solid. It's in like a pile of snow on my front
Go
step.
get it! Jesus.
It's that Canadian life.
That's true. You like that?
I wouldn't know what that's like. I live in Florida.
I don't know how the hell you do that.
How do what?
I just let it sit there. I have to go grab it. If
yeah.
I'm not grabbing it from the person's hand, I'm waiting inside the door,
Oh.
waiting for them to set it down and walk away, and I open the door and grab it.
See, the only thing I don't like about waiting for them to place it is because I have a screen door on my front door, right?
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
had
I know
them
exactly
put
where
it
you're going with this,
right in
yeah.
front of the screen door, and like I'll have a drink too,
Oh.
and it'll be right in front of the screen door, so
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
open it.
They do that to me every fucking time, bro. Every goddamn time. I gotta put like
I
a
hate
stool
it.
or something out front for them to put it
Right.
on.
Yeah,
See, that-
so now I
That's
just
the
grab
thing
it
is
from
my
them.
my screen door literally broke off its hinges, so I don't have a screen door.
That's
I mean,
actually
that's fair.
that might be the tech. I should go rip mine off right now, and that won't
Right.
fucking happen anymore.
He's tearing it off, his DoorDash driver is delivering his
Yeah.
food.
Rip off your screen door to assert dominance.
Yes.
Okay, we have one of my chatters had a very good point. I do want to, because I also agree with this. Because again, I think it's easy. I have a big personality. So sorry, we're going back to the rant. I just interrupted. Go back to the rant. But
I'll be
Don't stop.
we do have an agenda. We had questions. This is a topic. All right, I'm coming back to it. So good point. Tuna for Lunch says this: streaming doesn't have to be a lot of work. Too many people out there trying to be the next XQC. Good point. Here's
Yeah.
the other deal. If you simply like to play video games and want to have a camera on and stream, and you have 6 friends that randomly once a month come into your streams and chat while you play games, and like that's allowed. It's like the same thing for me in business. It's like there's people that like want to make an extra like $150 a month, and so they like craft something and sell it, you know, or like do like pick up side jobs for their friends. Just be like, you can still be entrepreneurial or like have a desire
Right.
to like have a side
Yeah.
hustle, but you don't need to be the next Amazon. It's a good freaking point. Like I am specifically talking about people that want to make this like, hey, my end goal is to build a community to like they're a little
Right,
bit more
for
than
sure.
just like super casual. But yeah, you don't have to be big. Just like
If you want to
some
spell
people-
5 grams a week, that's fine. We're not looking for the next Mexican cartel. That's on you. Am I right,
I
fellas?
don't even know what the fuck that has to do with it.
I don't know either. All I know is that if I'm going to get banned at some point on some platform now because Kev is in this podcast,
That's me, bro. I walk the line.
This is rant over.
Santo.
But
Yeah, were
that's
you
the
making
reason to
popcorn?
get back to it.
See that is a good point. It doesn't have to be hard. The hard part
Yeah.
is making it like
Yeah.
turning it from a hobby into your job.
Yeah.
Like if you
Agreed,
want to be a
totally.
full-time content creator, it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
If you're doing it for fun, like I do, I don't make a lot of money from it. That's fine.
No.
You don't have to do that. But
And-
that is my goal, and I put a lot of work into my streams and everything. Hence why I have the sponsorship. It takes work. If you want to get to that point. If you don't, and it's just a thing that you like to do, that's fine. You don't have to put all that work into it if you don't want to.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I-
And that's where I think it's important to like know what you want out of it.
For sure.
I also would say like because everyone has access to those sponsorships.
Yeah.
So I would say even if you don't want to do it as like a full-time job and you're mainly looking at it from like a money standpoint, like, oh, I can play video games and make money. Yeah, you're not going to make a lot, but
Right.
do those sponsorships.
If-
Try to
yeah,
get
that is-
people to purchase an item or like
That
I don't want to say it because of your sponsorship right now, but you see a lot of YouTubers promoting certain games.
Yeah.
Promote that and just do it.
I saw this really interesting and good TikTok like a couple weeks ago. It said, being a content creator, you are a billboard. You're being entertaining, but you're being a billboard. You are shilling out for the sponsorships. Not a bad thing, not a bad thing at all. But if you're doing it, if that's your goal and you want to make money from it, you have to be a billboard. You have to take your sponsorships and you have to promote other things other than your stream.
Yeah.
Streaming itself can make you money. I do make a little bit. I make like 50 to $100 a month. If that, you can make a decent amount from just streaming. But if you want to make the money, you have to do the sponsorships.
Yeah.
And you have to promote things and be paid to do that. Not affiliates. Like affiliate links, you make a couple cents every purchase. Sponsorships, I'm not going to say how much, but
no.
Sponsorships are better than affiliateships.
Yes.
And for those wondering on the video side of the podcast, JT, when he mutes, he's talking to his chat because he is also currently live at JT Strom.
I would never do that.
I love how honest he is.
I would never talk to my
Probably
chat. I don't like my chat.
Yeah.
Who is this?
I am here because I just want to be famous.
I think you
Toxic
have,
said,
dude. I think
if
you
I
have
join
more
the
followers
podcast,
than I
you
do.
guarantee virality.
No, not at all.
He does.
Dang it!
He is more famous than all of us.
JT, you have been streaming for what, like a year now, and you already have way more followers than I do. I've been streaming for over almost 2 years at this point.
I've been streaming inconsistently for over 2 as well, but again, it's the consistency that gets you.
Can we go with
Consistency is very
inconsistent?
important.
I have inconsistently been streaming for 14 years.
Oh yeah.
Ever since Destiny 1.
Holy shit, dude.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Inconsistently.
I think you have more followers than I do as well, Senpai.
Nope.
Destiny
You have
1
no?
did not come out. Did it come out that long ago?
All right, now
Yes.
that we're done comparing sizes, can we? I have one more question.
Okay.
So
Oh, I'm old as fuck, dude.
you answered it. Thank you very much, everybody. That's the podcast. Welcome. And thank you for
Fuck
being here.
me, bro. Fucking bummer, dude. What the hell?
He did not know
Shit.
Destiny 1 came out 14 years ago until now.
By the way, for those listening, Big Kev is the equivalent of Internet Explorer.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
I didn't deserve that. What the fuck?
We're on our way to go raid Area 51. No, but what was your question, JT?
I'm gonna pretend like I totally know what it was.
Nice. You're a good man.
Professional Twitch streamer and podcaster.
If something goes wrong, remember, always lie your way out of it.
Right.
Good advice.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
right.
Exactly.
We have
Let's,
more questions, right? Or we
Yeah,
just,
No,
We
I
have
saw
have
the
more.
questions.
We
Yeah,
have
we
more.
have a
Should we continue? Because I feel like, I mean, we could do dozens of podcast episodes just on streaming things.
Right, for sure.
That's
We
true,
can
that's true.
continue, but I'm just wondering, do we want to hit? There's some user submitted questions. We may want to hit a couple others.
Yes. So
agreed.
we can. I think for this first one, we're just gonna go with the streamer questions, just as a theme. Just for this first one, make it just because it's easy to talk about because we're all streamers. We all know what we want to talk about in that area. So
to an extent, yeah.
to an extent, yeah. So for our next question, we can go with my friend Ray posted in my Discord. What is your favorite part about being a content creator?
That's a great question.
It is a very good question. So personally for me, it is making those connections like we talked about earlier, is making those connections, making those friends, networking and all that. I love that. I love meeting new people. I love making friends. I've met all of you guys through the internet. I literally would not have met you guys otherwise.
Sorry about that, bud.
If I hadn't if I wasn't streaming, if I wasn't doing anything with the internet, I would not know you guys. And that's fucking amazing.
Mhm.
So that's my personal favorite part is meeting all of the people.
Yeah. I honestly, I would say the same thing, like what you said. Like, I would not have met you guys through
Yeah.
if I did not do this. And like, shoot, I met Big Kev tonight, and I met JT tonight.
We met.
Well, we
during
met
the
a
prep
few days
call
ago.
on Saturday.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
prep call,
ow.
but
Literally,
I'm sorry. But like, actually,
Insulting.
more conversation in depth, seeing what goes on in your mind, kind
Right.
of through podcasts. I'm kind of met
Yeah.
more of you tonight, and that goes with
Agreed,
JT too. So meeting you guys or meeting new people in general is my favorite part, as well as I guess being able to express myself in a way that I can't on my day to day. Like,
Oh, totally, 100%.
By-
I feel that.
oh yeah,
by playing the games I play, doing the things I do on stream, I can't do that in my work environment or
for sure.
around normal friends. So
Yeah, so like I work at a gas station. I have to be that customer service guy. I'm
Yep.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I like to think I'm a very nice person in general, but I have to be like 10 times as nice when it comes to my
Oh,
work.
Yeah. I'm so
'Cause-
sorry you have to do that, bro. Customer service is the fucking worst.
It's
So-
so rough.
So
Yeah.
for those that don't know, I work at a gas station. I work at a gas station like restaurant combo thing. We have like food and stuff, but mainly it's like the convenience store gas station kind of thing. So it's a lot of taking a bad experience that a customer has come up to me with and trying to help them and trying to fix that and make that into a good experience.
Yeah.
Whereas with gaming and with streaming, most of the time, it's already a good experience. I'm just having fun. I'm chilling out. I'm playing games. I'm meeting my friends. I'm talking to my friends. I'm just having fun. If someone wants to be a little bitch and come trolling, I can just get rid of them immediately. I don't have to deal with it.
Totally get it.
Okay. My favorite thing.
Yes.
It's me. Spoiler.
Being
alert.
friends with Big Kev!
I fucking knew it, baby! I fucking knew it, baby!
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go! Let's go!
That's what we're
Yeah,
talking about. That's what
so-
we've been
yeah.
waiting for.
Guess
Oh, yeah.
what? So I'm
Already
on my
know.
way to freaking TwitchCon, and this
Mamma
dude
mia.
shows up
Mamma
in the
mia.
freaking airport.
Why
That's
were
true.
you at the airport? Why were you at the
So
airport?
I couldn't afford TwitchCon, but what I could afford to do was go visit my my buddies in I won't say specifically where, but they're in like a small town in Washington.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, so I went and did that because it was like the plane ticket was like round trip. I think it was like $400, and I got to sleep on his couch. So
That's dope.
it was
Nice.
yeah, it was like it was yeah. I couldn't quite next year. Next year I'll be at TwitchCon for sure. But we ran into a passport issue with my girlfriend, and then like getting a place to stay would have been way too hard on my own. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I went and visited some boys I met playing Valorant a couple years ago.
That's awesome. That's
good.
awesome.
Yeah, it was very awesome. I
Hate Valorant.
ooh, that hit hard. I love Valorant. Valorant is my lifeblood. It's who I've become. Maybe not for the better, but that's okay.
Right.
JT showing off that TwitchCon hydro flask.
Yeah, I was attempting to cheers my chats because they hydrated me. But yes,
Cheers.
this is a lovely freaking
Cheers.
bottle that I got from Twitch.
Oh,
It's
like
amazing.
the entire bottle and everything is from.
Yeah, he
So the
got
bottle itself's from Twitch. They were selling them with my Taco Monster logo on them.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm sure they
Taco
were.
Monsters partnered with Twitch.
Right.
You can see the
Where's-
little
where's
taco
that
taco I put on my PC. right
Again, I love that. So cute.
Here, I'll actually turn my camera up so you can see all the stuff. I have that's a sticker I got from TwitchCon. Obviously, I got that
Yeah.
from TwitchCon. JT's Taco Monster, the taco, a penguin that my friend gave me, the hyenas game. They had a booth for that
Yeah,
at
let's
TwitchCon.
go.
I don't remember what that's from, but it's funny. And some Zelda stickers up here.
Oh, nice.
That's so dope. I love
Can't
it.
believe I don't have a
love it.
Taco Monster sticker.
I
know.
can believe it.
I have plenty. I can give you one. I have
But,
like
um,
I have like 2 or 3 more sitting on my desk.
Yeah, I need one to put right here so it shows in stream all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cowbell?
That is a cowbell. I'm happy
Yeah.
he's muted for
Yeah.
that.
Give us the cowbell,
That'd be
JT.
Why
I've
would
got
I
a
mute it?
fever.
Because my chat can redeem cowbell, and I play a cowbell with them. But I didn't want to bore you, but I'll play some, okay? This song I like to call Tacos in Paradise. Thank you very much! Thank you very much!
Oh my God,
That's
somebody-
good.
Just
Trying
one
to get those
tap.
man's Emmy.
Tacos
Just
in
one note.
Paradise streaming on all streaming platforms
Right now.
right now.
Somebody get this man his Juno.
I love that.
No.
My-
So back to the question, JT, Kev, what are your favorite parts of being a content creator?
Oh, I haven't answered yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops. So for my money, all right, for my money, the best part about being a content creator is getting a reaction. Honestly, even a negative reaction is still a reaction, and I try to look at it in a positive way, because someone who comes, like, I don't want to say primarily from TikTok, 'cause I only started doing that in the last year, but it's way easier to get like a reaction there, right? But because
sure.
even when you get a negative reaction on TikTok, like a fucking hate comment or someone being brain dead in the comments or some bullshit, it's still engagement, which pushes you up more in the algorithm.
Yeah.
But like aside from that, like there's so much positivity and there's so much bullshit. Like without TikTok, all right, I would have never had anybody arguing in my comments about something completely unrelated to the video I posted. That hits so fucking different. Like, like I get to sit like, and I never want to put myself like as if I think I am better than anyone, that I know better than anyone. But in that moment, you can't help but be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Looking at your phone, right? Like, why?" But like it hit, like when you like produce a piece of content that may like elicits a reaction of any kind, like of any magnitude. Like, but like for mine, it's making people laugh. That shit just ooh.
Yeah.
Master, that grills my fucking eggs. You know what I'm saying? That is what's good. All right, that seasons my fucking white people food. It is absolutely incredible. I love making people laugh, and when I see it happen on TikTok, when I get 1 million+ views on a video, the joy I feel,
the
it
dopamine,
has me.
yeah.
I'd be thirsting. I want more. That kind of inspires me to keep creating, and it's also super validating, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
when you get a reaction like that, it kind of tells you like, oh, thank fuck, I am capable of being an entertainer to some degree, right?
For
Even
sure.
if it's only for fucking
Capable's a
10
strong
seconds.
word, though.
I agree. Hey man, it ain't me. It's the numbers, baby. All right.
The numbers.
It's
The
the
numbers.
numbers. Yeah, but but also, yeah, Sarah had another one as well where I've met so many amazing people just through Twitch, and stuff as well. I would have said that too, but Sarah got to it first, so
Yeah.
that's my other one. But yeah, meeting.
You can say the same things. It doesn't
You're
have
not
to be
allowed.
all
You have to have
unique.
your own opinions, or you're a robot.
Alright, that's true. Agreed.
All right, JT, your favorite part of being a content creator?
Well, before that, I'd like to interject. Tuna for lunch would like you to fix your handles, Keenan.
That would be a good start.
You mean like on my Twitch and shit?
I'm
all
assuming
different?
everywhere because they're like
Everywhere.
all freaking
They're all
different.
They're all
Okay.
different.
You
Still
literally earlier were
Okay.
giving your opinion on how to build a freaking like platform, but you don't even have the
Hey,
same
hey,
handles
hey,
on all the
hey.
platforms.
Hey, the two important ones are the same, TikTok and Twitch. But then we got Stroke Lad on Twitter, we got Big Kev on
Oh,
Steam, which is
Lord.
how everyone else knows. We got Kringus in Discord, we got Murderosaurus on Valorant, we have the
much.
Anti-Simp on my Alt Valorant
much.
account. I'm a monster who smurfs.
You're a monster who's
I am-
doomed for failure.
That's true. Oh,
That's
man, okay, a little heavy.
I'm just kidding, Keenan. You know I love you very much.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Tatuna's not wrong though. I really do gotta get on that. I do want to rebrand to Big Kev.
I
but
think that's a good fit for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Especially my favorite part is because I met Chillin' with Dev probably like a year ago at least now, right?
Yeah.
But she didn't know my real name was Keenan until like last month. She thought my name was Kevin. And holy shit, when I heard her say that, bro, I was fucking having a good gaff. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good.
That
I was like,
it was
damn.
so hilarious.
And because imagine I mean, we all fantasize, right? But imagine down the line, say you've made it, so to speak, and someone's like, "Oh, that's Big Kev. I want his act," and they're saying, "Kevin, and I'm just not responding.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck Kevin is. Who the fuck's
Right.
Kevin? But yeah,
I like how dark
Tuna's
your
correct.
humor is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Other
Thank you.
people's pain brings you a weird amount of joy, Kev.
It do be. Also, animals. Just kidding. We redacted that.
Oh,
No.
there's just a blurb on
It
that.
was a joke. It was a joke.
I'm never coming back to the podcast ever again.
It was a callback. It was a callback. It was a meme. This is a comedy podcast.
the
Nothing
meme.
here is.
It
Very
was
much.
before the podcast callback.
No, I think
Oh,
that was during the podcast.
Oh, it was.
Technically,
Yeah.
it was
'Cause it was
recording.
out-
It
it-
was recording.
It was recorded.
we're editing it out.
We'll have a blooper reel later where I just talk
Will
about
not be staying in the podcast.
redacted.
I'm just gonna blur. I'm just gonna have like 2 to 5 minutes of just wah 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 wah.
Right.
It's
I
all
have an important question.
You just see us talking like in the background, but it's just like the SpongeBob background noise
Yeah.
of like people talking. like-
Yeah.
I've given everyone the fuel to cancel me in the future if they need it.
There you go.
There, it's there. I have a question. Is it podcast or is it podcast?
Podcast.
Podcast.
Am I
No,
brain
it's
dead? I heard the
podcast.
same word twice. What the fuck?
It's a podcast.
It's not.
Emphasis
pod.
on pod or emphasis on cast.
I think it's emphasis on cast.
Your guys'
but it's
English
podcast.
is too advanced.
You guys are saying podcast.
I
say
s- I-
podcast.
It's all about fucking dialect, dude. I say podcast. I say
Dialect?
podcast.
Is that what we're?
Which
is this
way am I
because these
saying
are
it?
dialects. This is just
accent,
emphasis.
whatever. It doesn't matter. Podcast and podcast are the same thing.
Well, you literally
Well,
just
see that
said
last
the
one
same
you
thing.
said with like a dash in between pod and cast.
It doesn't
Podcast,
matter.
Or is it podcast?
Doesn't matter, really.
For my mental health now, yes.
Oh man, this guy in my chat named Goofy Ghost wants everybody to know that
Who's
he's scared
that?
of any story.
who
I don't
that
know.
is. I'm
I
Big
don't
Kev.
know.
I'm larger than average, Kev.
Shall we move on to the next question?
We can't.
Hey,
Do I
I'm
not going to
uncertain
tell you
too,
my favorite thing about being a content
yeah.
creator?
Say, I gave you the time. Go say it.
That's true. He gave you the time, and you immediately started talking about me.
Yeah, you
It
said it
happens.
was being friends with Kev, so
That's true. Actually, technically, I gave my answer. I can't take it back now. All right, we
if you
go on.
if you have something
rough
else you
one
want to
to
say
not
I have
about it,
nothing
say
else interesting to say. We should go to the next question.
it. Okay. Oh,
we love you, JT.
we love
I'm
you.
so happy to be here.
All right. So the next question comes from Koneko Emiya, my friend Amber from my Discord. What are your goals as a content creator?
That's a big question.
It is a big question.
Doing my best.
Literally, like
I'll show them all.
I'm gonna say, let's say one short term, one long term goal.
Oh, okay, excellent. That helps.
You
a
want
lot.
two? The
It
question
says
only
it says
asks for
goals. It says goals.
Yeah, it's-
one.
Goals.
it is
that's
plural.
So it
Okay, I'll
says
give it
plural.
to you.
Pluralized. That's true.
So what we'll say one short term, one long term goal.
okay. Ooh.
oh, no, critical thinking.
Right. I thought I
You
gave this
guys
up.
don't
I'll-
have any goals, do you?
I'll give you
I
guys
have goals.
I'll give you guys
I
the
mean,
time to think
streaming.
about it. I'll say mine first.
Yeah, go for
My
it.
personally, my short term goal, I want to hit 500 followers on Twitch before the end of the year. So it is currently
fair.
it is the beginning of November. It's the 6th of November. I want before New Year's, I want to hit 500 followers on Twitch. My long term goal would be I would absolutely love for this to become my full time job.
Twitch streaming or podcasting?
Twitch streaming and content creation in general.
Okay.
So not podcasting.
So not
this is-
podcasting.
so
This
So
is
dead
content.
after-
This is
This is the
content.
first and last episode.
Me and Senpai fucking jumped on you so hard for that. For no reason at all.
Absolutely no reason. I said content creation. This is fucking content.
It is.
So, but yeah. So I
Oh, yeah.
I right now I don't have a lot of monetary need. I need minimum I need 500 a month. That's it.
Damn, bro.
And that's
I'm low-key jealous.
because
Damn.
I still live at home. I live with my parents. I live with my family.
Must be nice.
all I pay for is my car and my car insurance. That's all I pay for.
Yo, okay, for real. Also, I wish I did that. I like
Right.
okay. So I'm at like a half and half split. I'm gonna assume you have a reasonably decent relationship with your family.
Yeah.
I do and don't. It's kind of like a they think I do kind of situation. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I I got the fuck out of there at 18, like pretty much as soon as I could. I was like, apartment, and I moved to a different city like a little over 2 years ago now, which was like, ooh, good fucking decision. If you live in a small city, bro,
Mhm.
big cities have way more food. All right, that's the play. But like, from like a financial standpoint, holy fucking shit, dude! If I had stayed at my parents' house, oh my god, that would be the amount of weight it takes off, especially today. Like, and I hate to get into economics because I'm the most brain dead person on the podcast, but like it is not it, bro. Everything is so fucking expensive right now. It's so cursed. Like, I think I make a pretty decent wage for what I do, even though I hate it. But like, if I made the same amount I do now, like even like 5 years ago, I would be in such a better place. Like, we literally just got nerfed so hard with how like.
Oh, come on, it's.
Oh, what was
I'm
that?
so sorry.
No.
That's all right. No, that's okay. That's it. If you want to interject, that's totally fair. And
No, I'm loving what you're saying, though, and I have thoughts on it. I want to continue your topic of conversation. I'm totally going to sidetrack when I get to talk, because keep going. I love
excellent ADHD gang. So,
Right.
yeah, but like pretty much that wraps it up. Like, if I like, I mean, I guess I could have, in theory, stayed at my parents' house, but it would have like taken like a pretty deep toll on my mental health if I had chosen to go that route.
And that's something you have to take into account is that you yourself, you need that like balance of having this. If this is going to be your job, you're going to be very. If you're like me, I'm an introvert. But I'm an extroverted introvert. I can talk to people if I need to. You guys are my friends. I'm comfortable around you guys. I like talking to you guys. Talking to new people that I haven't met is a lot more draining on my social battery. It takes a lot more out of me. So I will, if this becomes my full-time job, it will definitely, I will definitely have to have those days where I just disconnect, and I like once a week. I will definitely need to have those days where I just sit and I'm recharging.
Yeah, even now, dude, I totally get that. Like, I need to have like my own personal time in my personal space. Like, I haven't been able to have like I moved in with my girlfriend at the beginning of this year in January in her apartment, and when I did that, I pretty much brought my computer and put it in the corner of our living room, and everything else went to a storage locker before we moved to where we are now, which was in July. But those 6 months, it was like really hard for me because like I had like my own space, so to speak, but it was like a tiny corner and it was still really open.
Right.
And to have like kind of like a mental security, so to speak. Like, I have an office now. It's kind of like it's my space, and like having your own space is really important. I feel for like because you could be the most social person. I'm a pretty social guy. I feel like I talk to anyone, especially with a couple shots down the old gut. But like I need to have like at least like a few hours a week to just like be in my own space, do my own thing, unwind. But I totally agree with you there. Like, you're like that is super important. And like if I ended up in that same like scenario like down the road, if this is my full-time job, I would still need that time away from like not even offline, so to speak, but just for me where there isn't an audience watching.
Right. 100%.
Yeah.
So they'll catch me picking my nose, you know, and
yeah.
it's dangerous.
It is. You get canceled for it.
Canceled for picking your nose.
Yeah, and then you'll have like it'll be like a split defense. It'll be like, he should be done. What he did was wrong. And then the other half should be like, what he did was wrong. But what's important now is that he didn't eat it. You know.
No, I do want to add to that like economic side of things, like the living at home and all that after like my goals, because I know JT is going to do the same thing. So we'll kind of keep it going with like the economic thing of like your goals wise and stuff like that. My goal, kind of like yours, Ciro, is to hit a follower goal by the end of the year. My only issue with that right now is my equipment is messing up.
Yeah.
But I'm at 314 followers right now. My goal is to get to 400.
That's not a bad goal.
Doable. That's a
No,
doable goal.
yeah.
Very
And
doable.
Also,
very doable.
well, you said your equipment was messing up. Something I feel like it's important to say is I think it looks very nice. You have a very
thank
clean
you.
background, and your desktop
Thank you.
is ooh,
Yeah, I'm.
mama.
Yes.
Look at this. Look at this mess.
Hey,
Yeah.
but hey, and this is a very I identify.
I
With
literally-
Sarah's here.
I literally
'Cause-
have a bathroom sign.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's clutter, but it's organized clutter, and it's
Yes.
yours.
Yes.
So I totally fucking feel that, bro. Like, I bet if I asked you, like, if I had
I
like
love
a
that.
knowledge of everything in your room, and I was like, "Hey, where's this?" You would instantly go, "Oh, it's over." You know, you see the
Yeah.
pile of clothing to the left of that in a bag of paper clips in the bottom left side. It's right there.
Yeah, for sure. I know
Yeah,
where
see?
everything
There
is.
we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
I know.
right?
I took like classes that I took in high school that I really liked, and I kept the like notebooks and stuff. I have them on the top shelf. I know exactly what's up there. I have
That's
I
actually-
have a printer that I've never used up on that top shelf.
Yo,
I've got a
that's a
printer on the
huge
floor
flex,
next to
bro.
me.
I wish I had a printer.
I
Damn.
at my
Yeah,
job.
wow.
So
Making
before
everybody feel mediocre.
before so my my job recently did a remodel last year, actually, like exactly 1 year ago. They were doing remodels. They changed like the setup for like the front counter, and they got rid of like a 5-hour energy shelf thing. I took that. It's on my top shelf.
Yo, that's a fucking awesome thing to cop,
I-
bro. Nice find.
The best part is that like the 5-hour energy logo and stuff was stickers. I just peeled it off. Now it's a normal shelf.
Yo,
Here, let me-
huge fucking yeah. Let's see. I want to see it. I'm immensely curious. I've already forgotten what the initial question was. Does anybody remember?
Oh, I still remember it.
I remember. And we're talking about goals.
Yeah.
Oh fuck,
And
we're
we-
way
we-
off track.
We're way off topic, but it's okay.
You guys are
Oh,
the
yeah, I've
worst
seen those.
podcasters ever.
It's literally just a shelf, and it has like the like price tag area for it.
Yeah.
And but it's like wire, so I can't really use it for much.
Oh,
So I need like
Use it
cardboard
for, like,
and stuff.
gaming
Say, like-
keyboards and controllers.
Okay, let's get
Oh,
back
that's
on
a good
topic.
one,
Let's get
actually.
back on topic so we
Hey,
don't have
this
to
is-
edit out half of this crap.
This is why it's called overtime, gamers overtime.
We've established JT as the dad of the podcast now.
It is in overtime. We can talk about. We can go off topic.
Off topic is kind of like the deal.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
No,
Anyway,
but,
other people's goals.
so as I was saying, my goal was to hit 400. And then for me, like I do have like my own office space. Not trying to flex or anything. Like I own a 4-bedroom house right now. I will have to sell it, which sucks. So my goal
Oh,
long time is to find a place where I can have my own gaming studio kind of thing
Right.
and build my community from there and get to where like I don't want to try to compare myself to another big time streamer, but my goal is to kind of get to that like Tim the Tap Man kind of, because he's one of my favorite streamers.
Right.
Get to that Tim the Tap Man kind of level where I'm friends with other big streamers. My friends that I have now make it up there as well, and we just all kind of build that community. And I would say like bigger goal, like I know you said keep it to 2, but like bigger goal is maybe like a content house. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Get if like no one's like, even if you are married or whatever, like we buy a big enough piece of land to have everyone kind of in one big house and we all make content in it.
For sure. That's actually something I have looked into.
Mhm.
A long time ago, I saw this series, this like TikTok series, where this guy bought like an old school, like an elementary school or whatever.
oh,
Maybe not elementary school, but like a school building.
Yeah.
And it was like cheaper than a regular house. It was only like I think he said it was somewhere in like Washington or something. Anyway, back to the
You're
podcast.
Welcome. So, as we were saying,
As I was saying, so the guy bought a school, I think in like Washington or Oregon. I believe he said it was only like $150,000.
Yo,
Wow.
I caught that in a
Right?
heartbeat, bro.
Like, how would you not?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
But my
Mr. I own a
Just
business.
because you said I would.
anyway,
No, yeah.
the deal with that is that would be perfect for like a gamer building.
Yeah.
Like
Not wrong.
you could choose to live there. You could have like live in a room, one of the rooms, because there's going to be like a bajillion classrooms. You could have one of those be your room and have another room be your office. Or
Yeah.
if you already have a place and you don't want to move, you could stay in your place and just have an office at the building. It would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. I call it science room. Science rooms are always big.
I called the gym.
Oh, damn
That's
you.
not- I just wanted. I
You
just
want
want
the-
a desk
No,
in
no,
the
no. So
center of the gym
Keenan wins
with
the Sims
extension
game.
cords running. My fucking audio will be fucking dog shit. It'll be
Yes.
so echoey. That's what I want. So perfect.
I love that.
yeah, you gotta have one of those. Words.
Yeah,
You gotta be one of those like whisper streamers where they just get
Oh,
like
yeah, so-
really close up into the mic. So then
They call me.
It
They
doesn't
call
work.
me
It doesn't
ASM Marks for a reason. My last name's Marks for context.
But yeah,
We're gonna be
I
checking
think
out some new breakfast
I'm-
cereals on stream today.
I'm gonna say if this does go anywhere and we do go in that direction, the gym can very much be used for like
My office.
no
Like multi-group content.
multi-group content in like we'll say multi-group content in one half, and then the other half can be
Ken's
like
office.
a workout area.
Yeah.
Like
Literally.
we buy workout equipment and put it in there. If I went to a high school, they had a dedicated weight room in a
Yeah.
separate room other than the gym. If the school doesn't have that, then we can do the weights or like the workout area in the gym and have a separate dedicated portion for group content.
Yeah.
And of course, people can do like workout streams in the gym.
Yep. So
And of course,
That's-
there's going to be like an auditorium and stuff we can use. So,
auditorium would be sick.
right.
You could literally have like a live studio audience.
Yeah. We could
You just have your webcam
we could do
facing
that.
towards. Yeah.
We could do that. We could have big events held in the auditorium where we have a live studio audience and we can like have them interact with whatever
I
event.
actually will veto that because then the people that watch us would know where we live and stream. You know what I mean?
Fair.
So like if we didn't because you may
We-
they may seem cool on stream, but then the next day we've got
And that's
like
a fair point.
47 broken windows and
And that's a
our
fair
yard's messed up. So
Yeah. That's a fair point. So
If my
we
streamer
won't
house doesn't have 4-inch ballistic glass, then I
the thing so there's an alternative.
Mhm.
Instead of having the viewers of the stream, we could just have like our families. If we're cool with them being there, we could have our
Yeah.
families in like the front rows.
yeah.
I know, Kev, you don't
Kev,
you don't
yeah.
have a great relationship with your family. I have a decent relationship with my family. I like my brothers, I like my sisters, I like my parents, all that shit. So if you're comfortable with them being there, we can have them be the studio audience.
Yeah. Or like
yeah.
closest friends that you've known from
Right. And like
your
IRL
past.
friends that you've known for
Yeah.
years and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. JT, I know you're waiting. What is your goals?
I'm gonna flip this whole conversation upside down a little bit, only because I don't
Wouldn't
believe
expect anything less.
in goals the same way that most people do.
That's
So
fair.
I have
Yeah, that's fair.
a popular, unpopular opinion. I don't know whether you'll like it or not, but here's my opinion about goals. So dreaming and having goals, I think is great, right? Like, so what stuff we're talking about, right? Like,
Mhm.
buying a school and what you could do it. Like, I think it's super healthy and good. I think it's fun and important to dream and have goals and ambitions and all that kind of stuff. I obviously have some of those myself. Absolutely. So this is in no way like a counterpunch to your guys' conversations or thoughts. But
Okay.
so I just want to clarify that. But
I'm
for
gonna take it
me
that way.
personally, I think you should take it personally, Senpai, because it actually was against you. I
Oh,
said
God,
you
thank
guys
you.
because I didn't want Kevin Starro to think it was about them.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate
So-
you calling out like that.
I got you. I got you. So here's the deal with goals is that I think that all of your like real goals, like the ones that you're actually tracking and measuring, because if you don't track or measure your goal, it's garbage. There's no point.
For sure.
If you're not actually like, in my opinion, that's obviously I'm very like I said, I'm an opinionated guy, and obviously
Yeah.
sometimes maybe I over generalize and I don't, but hearsay. So. I think goals should always be on things you control. I don't think a good goal is a goal that's outside of your control. So here's what I mean by that.
Okay,
Personally.
that's a fair
So-
point.
So on the stream right now, obviously I have a community goal. Obviously, that is because it's a community goal. The community's goal is to grow and build, and so we hit the community goal, but they can control that. They can choose to follow, be part of the community. They can choose to donate subs. I don't control that. So I have goals for the stream and the community to take part in that they do have control in. All right, this is Mega Brain. Okay, Mega Brain. I don't know why I said Mega Brain, but I was saying like it's just like a different way of thinking about it that I hope may be beneficial for somebody listening. But here's what you do control. You control things like how often you stream. You control what you talk about while you're streaming. You control the entertainment. You control the amount of time you spend in other people's chats. You control how many charity streams you do. You control what games you play. You control what music's playing in the background. You control what hardware you use, the lights, the video. Your goals should be driven by things you actually control. So for example, if I'm going to the gym, which I do 2 days a week,
Okay.
sometimes,
reflex.
right?
Continue.
So weird flex. No, but when I'm going to the gym, I don't set my goal as I want to, like, sometimes I have like this idea in my head of I would like to lose some weight. Sure, there's nothing wrong with that. But rather than my goal being I want to lose X amount of weight perfectly, I set up the goals as the things I control. I want to go to the gym 2 days a week. I want to eat healthy, so I'm going to meal prep on Sundays so that I set myself up for success, for example. So I think that goals should be driven by the things you actually control that move you towards the thing, rather than the goal simply being the more elusive thing. It's not that it's bad. It's good. Like vision boards, I love those. Dreams, right? Like knowing where you're headed is incredibly important. I'm a huge proponent of that. But when it comes to the like the small measurable goals that move you towards that, it should be things you control. So I can't control my viewer count of how many people are watching me right now.
Yeah.
That's
So
a fair point.
rather than my goal being I want to get to 20 active viewers at a time as my average, I don't control that. But what I do control is wearing a taco suit or telling dad jokes or what redemptions are available. So what I can do is, right, make those measurable things. I want to save 10% of my paycheck from my day job and invest that money into the stream. I control that.
Yeah.
I do control what time I start. Oh, I noticed that when I start at 9 p.m., I get, I get tired sooner. So then my streams are more boring. So I'm going to start at 7 p.m. because I have more energy. So therefore I have better. So I am a huge proponent. And if I was to like do like a master class on like strategy for business, I would talk about the same thing. It's very important that the goals you put in place are measurable. So I don't have goals for my staff at my taco shop that are like how many tacos we sell a day. We don't control how many people come and buy tacos, but we do have goals like what we do when we serve each and every customer, the experience that they get, all that kind of stuff. So that is my big flip on its head. So as a streamer, my goals are driven by, my goal is I would like to become a just chatting streamer primarily. Right now, I game more. I actually like just chatting It's my favorite way to be on stream. I love engaging with the chat. It's the best. It focuses so much more energy in. And my chat's going nuts right now and trying to get my attention, distract me. Maybe because I'm ranting. I will come back and catch up, chat. I promise. But I love that side of what I do. So I know I want to go there. So now it's like, okay. So Sarah's like, hey, I want to start a podcast. We could stream it. So it would turn into a just chatting stream. It lines up with some of the things I want to do. I can test it. I can play with it, fool around with the different, how to present it, etc. So I'm like, this is in line. So I choose to take part in things that move me towards that goal. I choose when I start streaming for half an hour to just chat and then go into the game, rather than I never start streaming and then just hop into the game, because it moves me towards the direction I want to go.
And that's
Rather than
a
just
good
like,
point.
right? So when it comes to goals, that's what I mean by flip it upside. And it's not that any of your goals were bad, because I think they were great. But what I think is like those, to me, those aren't goals as much as they're like dreams or ideas. So my dream would be just chatting streamer. My goal is include 30 minutes of just chatting in every single stream I do. My goal is, right, taking opportunities like this where it's just chatting, right? Go to Tommy's with Tuna last night and we're like just chatting stream, talking, engaging with the chat. That's kind of the vibe, right?
Yeah.
So I choose to do things that move me towards the dream, but the goals are tangible, measurable, smaller things that I'm in 100% control of.
Mm-hmm.
And
Does that make sense?
that is a good
Yeah.
tip. That is a good tip.
That is a very good tip.
Like you said, if you are making your goals something that you can't control, then you feel bad if you don't hit that.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're making a goal that you can control and then you don't hit that, that's your own fault.
100%.
So I
100%.
I really do. I really like that tip. That is a very good point.
Yeah.
And I just think it's like it allows you, and it's just, whether it's streaming or a sport, it doesn't matter what you are interested in doing, but it's really helpful because it keeps you focused on the things that actually matter.
Right, for
It's
sure.
like you can sit on your couch all day and go, man, I want to make more money, but what are you actually doing to make more money?
Sitting
Right.
on the
Oh,
couch,
My
JT.
day job, right? My day job doesn't pay me enough money. Cool. So like, what are you doing to actively make more money at your day job?
Yeah.
Right? Like, when you're at work, do you actually put in extra effort? Are you actually fighting for, or are you just like, hoping one day you get a better job offer? Like, what's,
That's how I work.
right? And if you do because you're happy with where you're at, that makes sense, right? But I am very like a driven, like intentional type person. I want to be intentional and deliberate with my actions, my time, my thoughts, right? And so I think it's super valuable. And as streamers, I think we often get focused on the wrong things. I know a lot of people are like, they stream and just hope for the big raid, or they stream and they just hope for, doesn't get you anywhere. But there's so many things you do control. If you focused on those things, I think you'd get a lot farther.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
That's a very good point.
Thank you, JT.
You're welcome. JT's rant, number 4 of the podcast.
Big just chatting energy.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, no,
J-
that's good,
JT is the wise man of the stream.
Yeah.
The dad of the stream. That's what I've been saying.
Definitely not the wise man anywhere else. So I'll take it.
Tough.
All right, Kev, you got any goals that you'd like to share?
I've been having goals.
All
All right. So in the short term, I would like to figure out a fucking schedule instead of just streaming when I feel like it, because that is just terrible. I stopped playing with you for 1 second and you're whining again, dog. Fucking puppies, dude. So schedule, by the end of the year at the very least, I would like to have a schedule in place where I'm streaming like consistently at this time to this time, this day of the week kind of thing.
Right.
Ideally, that's where I want to be. Long term, I want to branch out a little bit. I'm very obviously I'm mechanically inclined, right? I would like to get into more more than just gaming content. I've gone that extra step with just making little skits on my TikTok or whatever, which I have a lot of fun making. I probably have more fun making those than I do streaming, to be honest. Because it's a lot easier for me to I don't know. I feel like the opportunity to crack a joke based on someone else's TikTok is easier than the opportunity to crack a joke while playing a game. It comes more naturally to me that way. But on top of that, I want to branch out into making more like videos, like maybe like building shit in my garage, and not like building cars or anything, but just useless fucking garbage. Like
Right.
just the world's most fucking not needed invention. Like what a waste. I've not only wasted my time making it, but the viewers' time watching it. That's what I want to do. I want it to be just the dumbest shit you've ever seen. That's the kind of content I want to make. I want it to be stupid. I want it to be funny and stupid. That's long term. That's where I'd like to be eventually.
That's good.
But
That's good.
That's of course that's gonna be like more funding and stuff because I'm gonna need like a better, camera, some like equipment, other shit that I just don't have access to right now. But
I actually have something that might help you with that. I keep saying it. I saw a pretty cool TikTok that was talking about how your energy and basing it off of how you work all of those days in a row, where if you work 4 days, right?
I work 4/11s, yeah.
4/11s. So instead of working all of those days in a row, not having time to recharge in between each other than sleep, have a schedule where you work 2 days, have a day off, work 2 days, and then have the 2 days off. So that
If that
way,
was an option, I would absolutely have it. But it's just,
if you can get that,
yeah,
because that 1 day in between is essential for having that energy for the other 2 days. Because I
yeah,
guarantee
totally
you,
get it.
I don't know how you are at work. If I guarantee you on Monday you're in a much better mood, you're much more energized. By Thursday, you're dead.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I try and be the fun, energetic guy at the workplace, but yeah,
It's hard to
energy
do
is
if you
weak,
work
so,
all
yeah.
those days in a row. See, personally, my work schedule, I have it set so I work 2 days, I'm off a day. I work a day, I'm off a day, I work a day, I'm off a day, and I work 2 days. That's my schedule, completely set, 100% of the time. That's how it is.
I would love something like that, but I don't think it's something that's tangible where I work now. I just got a new job too. Honestly, most shops aren't really like that.
Yeah.
Because I had looked into it too. Because like, I work all these hours, but I don't need the money I make from it. I do not need this much money. I could live happily and
I
comfortably.
have a
with,
donation
like,
box.
more or less. Nice, respect. Not what I'm getting at, but yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But like I was honestly like I would be happy if I worked even like 4/8s would be perfect, or even like I honestly think I could get away with 4/6s, but unfortunately it's the
and especially
the industry
for
I'm in. They don't like that.
In
Yeah.
that case, you're not happy with your job.
Oh, don't worry. I know that. I would like to go back to school sometime in the next year or so, but I just haven't quite decided for what.
Mhm.
I forget. Does Canada have free like college and stuff, right?
Nah.
No?
No shot.
I guess that's just
I
like
wish.
Europe.
Yeah, that's Europe. If they had free education, bro, this conversation would have happened. I would have gone back to school a long time ago. But
Then yeah, in that case,
Yeah.
if you're fine staying where you're at, save that extra money
yeah,
and use
That's
that
the
to
plan.
go use that to take your more classes and get better educated and get a better job.
what I'm currently working on right now is I double up my car payment every 2 weeks, so I pay it off in half the time.
That's good.
And then I do also save a little bit of money for what I need and shit. In case something breaks around the house or something on my car breaks,
sure,
I need
yeah.
parts.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, I also save a little bit for when I go to school to like if it happens in the next year, that'd be great.
Right.
Then I can just make my car payment out of my savings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. But yeah, I'm in the process of figuring out what I would want to go to school for. Because like there's all sorts of shit that has minor interest for me, but I don't know what I would be the best at, what I would like enjoy the most and excel in the most. So I'm currently in the process of both figuring that out and also trying to see to my my mental health. Oh my god, dog. What I just finished talking about my mental health. Why you gotta This isn't all about you. Dogs.
But yeah.
But yeah,
It's definitely a goal.
I'd be working on it.
I love that
That-
JT has just deafened
Yeah.
for
Damn.
Kev's entire thing.
I know.
Yeah,
And he-
no one heard it.
No,
Cuts.
JT doesn't
bro.
care.
You don't even know we're talking about him right now.
no.
No, he doesn't.
Let's flip him off.
Right? Just
Fuck this guy.
Why are you all fingering the cameras?
Because you literally deafened for Kev's entire thing.
Yeah, that wasn't on purpose. My chat was blowing up and going off when I was talking and ranting, and I had to go back and read it like a good human being would.
I'm ignoring my chat.
yeah, he is.
Literally, I have
I'm not
had.
responsible for your chat. You do you, bro. You do you. I'm sure whatever Kev said was amazing. Kev always speaks great things. Not always. We all know not all, but you know. Unless you brought up the animals again.
No, I did not.
See, it was probably great then. So sorry, I did not want to miss it, but I had to catch up.
Yeah. Yeah. You sound like my
People-
dad talk about my 12th birthday. I'm sick of hearing it.
I had more important things.
Yeah. They always do.
That is kind of what I said. I'm so sorry, Kev. You know I love you. You know I
it's
love
okay.
you.
No, that's fine. It's all G. I think that's
Alright.
everybody though for goals.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're sitting at about an hour 20 on the recording. Do we want to call it there?
Oh shit, yeah. Maybe.
No. Fine.
Alrighty. So,
Yeah.
thank you everybody for watching and listening. Very much appreciate it. I know they do too. If you do want to, please go follow these guys and follow my channel as well. Follow all of the social medias. I will have them linked in the description and all that. So, thank you very much for listening. We'll catch y'all next time. Have a good night.
Bye.